We are back with another hair video. In last video, we did 3 braids. We are going to do 3 braids in this one as well, but it's a little bit different and it's on longer hair, so hope you enjoy. We already added in our leave-in conditioner. We've been using leave-in condish for a little bit now, and it's kind of been my go-to product so far. So right now I'm just going to make sure that it's worked through her hair really well before I go in and start detangling. With our detangling brush, we do enjoy this one as well. It gets all of the tangles out pretty easily for all of us, and it just makes the process go by a little bit faster. We do try to finger detangle just a little bit before we go in with the detangling brush, just so that we're not causing more tangles and also so that we're not ripping the hair. So we get those big tangles out before we use the brush. So I'm going to go ahead and section her hair, and I'm going to start detangling. It does look like her hair is already detangled because it is. I always detangle their hair in the shower or after I'm done washing their hair, and then I add in that conditioner. I'll try to link the video of our wash day so then you can kind of see the process. Now we are going in with the sectioning. I am going to try to do the top of the ear from right to left, and then I am going to add in a hair tie there as well, just to keep everything sectioned off. And I will be doing the top section first, and then I will move on to the bottom section. Alright, so the top section is all sectioned off. I'm going to go ahead and detangle the back again. That's kind of my go-to thing, just so then I keep their hair as detangled as possible. I'm just going to get the back section put away. My daughter actually had this idea, so we aren't going to leave this as a finished style. We normally wash hair on Sundays, so for Monday when she goes to school, we are going to take out the braids that I'm going to put in, just so then she can have her hair down, but it's not in its natural state. And so that just makes the process a little bit easier for when wash day comes around again, because her hair can get quite tangled when it's in its natural state, which is totally fine. But with her hair being braided, it'll be in a stretched out state, and that'll just make life easier for everybody. I am going to use this edge fixer by Kiss Colors and Care, and I'm just going to add that onto her edges. This is something kind of new for us. Normally I use an edge control that you have to like dip your fingers in and rub and then put on her hair, but I have been liking this edge control. I try not to use edge control too much, but because she has bangs, they tend to pop out anytime I put her hair in a ponytail, so I'm trying to prevent that. And then also, I try not to use edge control because I feel like it's not the best on their edges, just for longevity. I feel like sometimes it can be too harsh on their hair, so I just try not to use it as much. I'm going to go ahead and put the top section into a ponytail. Try not to add too much tension to her hair, because I was trying to wait until it was a little bit more dry. It tends to cause less breakage when I do that. So I'm going to go ahead and put her top section of her hair into a ponytail. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and braid down. And like I said before, when she goes to school tomorrow, we are going to end up taking the braids down. She just wanted her hair in a half up, half down style. So that's what we're doing for her hairstyle. Okay, we are coming down to the end of the braid. I detangled just a little bit, and then I'm going to add a rubber band to the end of her hair. Now, I am parting the back of her hair in half, and that's just because I don't want to have one single braid. I'm trying to add a little bit more definition with her braid out that she's going to have for the next day. Okay, so now that this side is detangled, I'm going to go ahead and part the hair into three, and I'm going to braid downwards. Now, I parted her hair into two sections just because I wanted to make sure that she had quite a bit of definition for the next day. If I just do one braid, it has the definition, it's just not as strong. And then also, sometimes it takes forever and a day for our hair to dry. So, in my mind, if there's smaller sections, then the hair will dry faster. Did it dry faster? A little bit, but it was still kind of wet the next day. So, that braid is all done. I'm going to put a rubber band at the end, and then I'm going to go ahead and move on to the other side by detangling her hair, and then I'm going to go ahead and braid downwards just like I did with the right side, and I will add a rubber band as well. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, comment, and subscribe. If you try this hairstyle out, I would love to see it. Go ahead and leave it in our community tab. I believe that is active now. I believe that is active now. And also, I added some mousse just to help with that definition a little bit. But also, I feel like this mousse kind of dries their hair a little bit better as well. Or not better, but faster. So it just adds a little bit of oomph, you know? Anyways, thank you guys for watching. We will catch you in the next one. Bye.